I love Extreme Makeover Home Edition and have always been inspired by the joy you bring to not just those people fortunate enough to merit your help, but the whole community. You give them hope. You gave me hope and moved me to write you and share Mama Lou's story. I drove to the little town of Tollet, Arkansas to see my grandmama, Lucille Jordan. I was almost a teenager before I realized that was her name, because I had always just called her Mama Lou. Mama Lou built this old house in 1939 with her own hands. A man named George Young helped her with the parts she didn't know. Mama Lou has lived in this old house ever since then. She loves this little house. I think it's because she created it in her imagination and then made it come true. This house is a family heirloom and a treasure, just like Mama Lou. We used to visit Mama Lou and her brother, Uncle Gilbert, in the summers when we were kids. Those were wonderful times, sewn into the fabric of our family like a patchwork quilt, not soon to be forgotten by those who lived those warm summer days and nights with her. She knows everybody in the town of Tollet and was always doing something for somebody. I guess that just stands to reason when you're the oldest person in town, maybe the oldest person in the whole state of Arkansas.
I used to have all my birthdays here, out there in the yard. I get about 30 chairs for the church, flip tables, long tables.
That old house has moved 3 times since she built it. First, from the spot near the highway where she originally built it. Next, to the place near Saratoga where we didn't have an indoor bathroom. And finally, to the place where it stands now, in the shadow of the town's water tower. If that old house could talk, it would surely tell some tales. It should live forever to do so. But how can it be preserved? When I talked to Mama Lou recently, she still has a contagious laugh and dreams about a century of service. 100 years of helping others. That's the legacy she wants to leave behind. Even though she's been confined to her bed or wheelchair since she lost her leg to diabetes, she still wanted to fix us something to eat. As I watched her sitting in her wheelchair there by the stove, I cringed, hoping she didn't tip a hot pot in her lap. It was nerve-wracking. When she first lost her leg, Uncle Gilbert came to live with her and care for her. That was almost 12 years ago. What's so loving and amazing about this is that Uncle Gilbert has only one arm. She would joke and say they were made to be together, because together they were whole again. They had a good set of legs and a good set of arms. Give thanks. Keep the door from falling off. So that.
But you see, it won't come no further than out here. And they have to reach over in there and put the bread in.
Okay.
See my wheel, I'm back wheel, catch it. My door's down there.
So you had to take the doors off?
No, I'll be pulling them off.
Oh, do you back up and the door would come, you back off and drag the door off with it?
Right.
Okay.
Both of them.
As time has gone on, it has become more and more difficult for Uncle Gilbert to help Mama Lou. Recently, Mama Lou had to be hospitalized when she burned herself while cooking. Upon her return home, she fell from the side of her bed and cut her toe on an exposed nail and had to be moved to a nursing home. She doesn't like it there. She talks about going home to her bed. She wants to find herself at home at the end of her first 100 years of service. I'd like that too. I'm an educator in California and I visit as much as I can, but I need to be there more to make sure that she sees her life dream come true.
Love is so good to me. Bring back sweet memories. You help to ease my mind. Such joy I never knew I'd find. I will celebrate love's victory.
I currently care for my mother, who is a spunky 84-year-old. But we would gladly move to Tolette to take care of Mama Lou, Uncle Gilbert, who is 96 years old, and her son and my dad, Clint, who is 80 years old. If there was a way to make that old house more livable, I could give hope to a small town in Howard County, Arkansas. In about 650 days, Mama Lou, born Lucille Jordan, will be 100 years old. I hope to be caring for her and the rest of the amazing elders in my family at that time. I'm asking you to consider what an impact a home makeover for her little house in Tolette, Arkansas would make on her life and the 320 people that call Tolette their home. We are blessed to have 6 generations still on this planet. We have the gift of longevity in our family, but nothing lasts forever. Since my father was born in 1929, only one person in her bloodline has ever died. This most recently on January 3rd, 2010, when Mama Lou's great-great-granddaughter, Aaliyah Smith, was murdered in Sacramento, California. She was just 15 years old. Your consideration in this matter would be greatly appreciated and admired by Clint Sockwell, Mama Lou's grandson. Thank you.